What's good, y'all? This is Everything's Blurred, episode 59. What's going on? It's yours truly, Breon here. Hello. What's good?
What's going on, everybody? I am the Mr.Shau and Mr. Shaun. Once again, episode 59. Let's get into it, man.
So, yeah, let's get into it. A lot of things been happening. I know it's been a minute. But let me see here. I know that we had well, for Mr. Shaun, I want to say retirement. To me, it's like so long farewell, like the sound of music. So we got, Vince McMahon leaving WWE. Me personally, so long, farewell. See you later, deuces. Even though he's been running the joint since for over
forever.
30, yeah, I was gonna say 30 some years, yeah.
People were babies.
Yeah, but from all the scandals that's been happening, it was a good run. So yeah.
First and foremost, I tried to sit through Sound of Music and I couldn't get through the first few minutes of it. Trey tried to get me to watch it. I tried it. It was too white for me. I'm not racist. Hell, I go to a white church. That was too white for me. The kids need their ass beat the first couple minutes, I'll say that. But other than that, it just, no, it wasn't for me. Vince McMahon situation, I'm gonna be honest with you. I think a lot of people are like, it's about damn time. And I'm not gonna lie, it is. I guess he's one of those people that's very passionate about, what he does, and it was a family thing, you know what I'm saying? His father ran it, and he was doing his thing, but Vince brought it to that level of super, you know what I'm saying? It was a big billion-dollar corporation, and with his smarts and his creativity and his talents, he managed to help build these careers of these pro wrestlers, some to the point, somewhere they're, you only know that they're wrestling, or you know them in a sense where they're big in wrestling. They're like, oh yeah, that's so and so, that's so and so, and they've become, they've become like a household name because of pro wrestling, and they became, and got inducted into the Hall of Fame. And then you have, and that's a lot of people, and then you have the handful that have reached like superstardom to the point where their talent went from one avenue to another. So like case in point, you all know who Hulk Hogan is. You know what I'm saying? I believe there was talks of a Hogan film of him, like him kind of starting out. I believe Chris Hemsworth was supposed to play.
Chris Hemsworth, yeah.
I don't know if that's still a thing or not. So him, he was a big household name in wrestling. You know what I mean? Hogan, he was the Jordan of wrestling at one point in time. You know what I'm saying? And he went from being a superstar in wrestling, then he was in movies and stuff like that. Later on, reality shows and stuff like that. But he's known for his time in in the WWE, in the WCW, or just wrestling career. Got The Rock. Started off pro wrestling, his family, even to this day, still in the pro wrestling situation. You know what I mean? you know, everybody knows who his cousins is, you know, from that, you know, even back then, you know what I mean? Yokozuna, Rikishi, his uncles is Joao Samoan, his father, Rocky Johnson, his mom's was in wrestling. You know what I mean? And then you go from and then now Roman Reigns, the Usos, Solo Sikoa, I believe Nia Jax is a cousin of The Rock as well. You know what I mean? So and other members of the Anoa'i family are also in wrestling, but you know, you get what I mean. So, but now Rock, you know, he started off with, I want to say his first film was The Mummy 2, Scorpio King.
Yeah, Scorpion King. I
Mummy
mean,
was,
that wasn't
yeah,
his. I mean, he wasn't. That wasn't his leading role, but that was his first film. But his leading role was Rundown.
yeah. Well, he was the villain in that joint, but it wasn't like him starring. But
Yeah.
yeah,
But
he was a,
that was his first film.
yeah,
Yeah, that he did.
yeah. And you know, and from there he went and done other stuff. So now look at The Rock. You know what I'm saying?
Now he ain't
One of the
rocking no more.
highest paid,
Dwayne Johnson.
you know, you got he's one of the highest paid actors in the game. Him and Kevin Hart, you know, dynamic duo. They knocking it out. They got a movie coming out now, Super Pets, you know, for the DC joint. You know what I mean? You got the Young Rock show going on. Hell, there's talks of him actually thinking about running for president. I don't know how true that is,
Yeah.
but you know, we'll see how it goes. Um, you know, Batista. You know what I mean? Started off as a wrestler and all that. Future Hall of Famer. He's in movies now. John Cena, without a shadow of a doubt, Hall of Famer. Future Hall of Famer. He's doing movies and voiceover work and stuff like that. Pretty soon, I think you might see Roman Reigns, you know what I'm saying, do that same thing. You know what I mean? So as much as he helped careers and helped people, you know what I'm saying, do their thing within wrestling, you know, there's also that, you know, the scandal situation, which is basically why he is retiring, you know what I'm saying? And he even let go of a couple $1 million in the WWE stock. You know what I'm saying? This situation hurt his marriage. So you know, I guess he's doing what he can to kind of like I guess have some type of a clean image or whatever. I guess damage control is the term. Man, it's unfortunate. You know what I'm saying? Basically, it was a thing of. I'm sorry, I didn't even say what it was. Multiple women have came out and said that you know, he's paid them about, and it's different women. I think the total was like $12 million in hush money. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause, you know, the old creeper couldn't keep it in his pants, and you know, I think, like I said, and I think that's why him and his wife trying to work. You know, they're not really on good terms. So yeah, man, it's messed up, but at the same time, you got Stephanie running things, and Triple H as well. They just Triple H and Big E and somebody else just helped out with the tryouts down there at SummerSlam. They're down in Nashville this weekend for SummerSlam. So yeah, it's an unfortunate thing, but I think Stephanie and Triple H are going to, you know, I think the company's in good hands with them two running it. And as far as Vince goes, hey man, whatever consequences come with his actions, he deserves them. You know what I mean? So it just, you know, it just sucks that you have to retire like this. You know what I mean? So yeah,
It is what it is. Yeah.
you know what I mean.
it is what it is.
Basically.
Yeah, but like I said, I always thought he was a sleazeball. I mean, I thought that was part of the act, but you know, I thought I think I did saw like a couple like off screen interviews they did that came off like that didn't mean it was still there. So. Man, good. Moving on. Let's see. We had a lot of conventions that was happening. So, we had the main big one that happened over this past weekend. Yes, we're gonna talk about that. But I'm gonna go ahead and talk about the convention that I went to that we never got a chance to speak on. It happened 2 weeks ago, and that was BlerdCon. So yeah, go ahead and discuss on that one. So if it's cool,
Of course, it's cool. It's our platform.
Yeah, pretty much. So yeah, so BlerdCon that happened up in Crystal City, always up in Hyatt Regency. Shout out to Hilton George, Hassan.
This is the fifth one.
Yeah, this is the fifth one. Sorry, Hassan, I forgot your last name, bro. But they're the founders of BlerdCon. Yes, it's the fifth one. This is was the homecoming theme. Had Orlando Jones up there as the celebrity guest for the convention. They always have a celebrity guest pop off, come through. So, of course, it was fitting to have Orlando Jones, Dr. Lee from Drumline. So, yeah, man, good turnout. Like I said, I was at this is my second time attending the BlerdCon up in Crystal City, Virginia, in the DMV. This is my first time staying over, staying for the whole weekend. The first time I drove back and forth Friday and Saturday. But these gas prices, that was not happening. Nope.
Going down a little bit. Just a little bit.
Huh?
I think it went down a little bit.
What's that?
Gas prices, they went down a little bit.
Well, 2 weeks ago, it wasn't.
Yeah. It's like, I think it's like $4.19 now, but I think like back then it was like, like close to $5.
Yeah, but even at the time when I got the tickets, it was still like, yeah, you know what, just stay there.
Yeah, I don't blame you. For real.
Besides, I always wanted to because first time I went, I was there Friday and Saturday, and I was pretty much there all day. And then once, it was about the time to go, I was like, oh, I don't want to go.
Damn.
Yeah, I don't want to go back. That's how much fun it was, how cool it was. But yeah, stayed at the Courtyard Marriott that was across the street from the Hyatt Regency. And pretty much, it was still convenient because BlerdCon, they usually have registration at the Hyatt Regency, but this time around they didn't have enough space for it, so they decided to have it at the Courtyard Marriott that I was staying at across the street. So it was cool. A couple people complained about it, but I didn't see it was a big deal. I think it was still convenient. It was right across. All you had to do was walk across the street, go to the registration, and come back. So, like I said, it was a lot. Let me see. I participated in this hip hop game show called, I guess, the Rap Sample. And for those that know me,
I like the most especially. Oh, had a rock hill moment. Sorry.
For those that know me, know that hip hop. I'm a real true, a big hip hop.
We about what we do stuff.
And also, I'm into the sampling, all the hit samplers, all the the classics and the hip hop songs. So I participated in this game show. Shout out to Rap Critic. He was, that was his, panel. That was his, show. He hosted it. So pretty much, yeah.
Is he there every year, or
this was the first time? This was the first time. Yeah. This was actually, to be honest with you, I don't recall. I don't know. Well, I know this was like the first time he actually did a panel. So I don't know if he was there the previous years. So I don't know. But
I feel like you would have been there if he was, you know what I'm saying, if he had it previous years or something. Maybe not the sample thing, but like something still relative within hip hop. You get what I'm saying?
I'm talking about like, yeah. I don't know if like, yeah, I would be there, but I'm talking about as far as like. Yeah. Him attending BlerdCon, yeah, I don't know about that.
Oh, okay, like,
yeah. But I know. I mean, I did, last time. Actually, yeah, that's a good question because I didn't go to the one in 2020 last year, 21. That's when the first one they did since the pandemic. So I don't know. But I was just happened to saw that on the schedule this year, but the rap sample, I was like, yeah, I'm gonna participate in that. So when I did, it was cool. It's, you come in and all of a sudden, if you want to participate, they had a sheet of paper and you had to do this little 10 questions where he played the sample, and then you had to write out who did it, and also, I mean, who's the original. If you know the original sample, put that in there, but also to who sampled it, what hip hop artist sampled it. Then whoever got the most points go to the next round. So the next round, it was 7 of us, me included. So yeah. And then pretty much, long story short, I won. Like I said, for those that know me, know that, I'm really into the hip hop sample. And pretty much it was like, to me, the samples they put out, it was really like you could tell it's off the bat. As soon as it come on, oh, that's Biggie. Oh, that's Dr. Dre. Oh, that's Tupac. You know what I'm saying? It was like, it wasn't that hard of a sample. I mean, he had some like, if you forgot the guy's name, Labby Stiff, I think I'm saying it wrong. The song is called I Got the, and it's the sample to 2 songs. So you got Jay-Z, The Streets Is Watching, and then later on throughout the song, you hear the samples.
Eminem joint.
Yeah, my name is.
Yeah.
So
it's so weird because when you hear that song, you legit hear the and it's somewhere along the lines of the song you hear like you're like, wait, it's the same song.
Yeah. So like
that's
it was
the
like
same thing. Oh, sorry.
No, I was gonna say that's the only time that like he played a sample that was kind of like that, but it was like all the other ones like off the bat. As soon as it come on, you know what that sample is.
Another song that's like that is a Headhunter by Herbie Hancock.
Mm-hmm.
He got the Rhapsody joint. Dum 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 dum. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Along with Dolly with the Dolly wine, baby.
Mm-hmm.
Mr. Dolly with the Dolly wine, baby. Is that? And I want to say, is there another joint in there? I think it's those 2 mainly. But it was like, well, I look like I was banging right there. But
you did. I ain't want to say nothing.
Yeah. But that's like one of those type of records. Yeah, there's quite a few that's like what he should have done. And I think it would have came in the middle, and it would have been real quick. And I slid this to you before. When I first heard the original. What's my shit? Mass Appeal, the Mass Appeal sample.
Yeah,
Because that
like,
joint, I think it would catch some people up because it happens so fast. It's like,
mm,
and then that's it. And it just moves
mm,
on.
mm-hmm.
You're like, wait, is that one piece? Like,
Yeah,
all
like
right.
he didn't play those type of samples where like that one little short part, and then that's the sample. And if you
That would
hear
have
it, you'll
got
know.
people, yo. Oh, that I'm telling you, that would have been a good sample. Because I would like for it. I think it would be dope if. Do you think he was trying to make it like more difficult each round?
No, it was pretty much like I said. When we got to the next round,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, hell, he still was playing joints that was like, you can catch it off from the jump. It was like maybe like a few that like you had to keep on hearing it until it came. Like for example, he played the sample to Ghetto Superstar from Prize, but
Oh
the
shit!
so like I forgot who did the original, but it's like yeah, so it was like I forgot who did the original. So it's a soft rock song from the 70s. And then you won't tell once the chorus said
Oh, okay.
and then same thing with he played the sample to Check the Rhyme, A Trial Called Quest. And that sample was by the original was by Average White Band, Live Your Life. And then it's a dope. I mean, it's a dope song. You keep playing it down, sudden you hear that. So like yeah,
Yeah.
but the
Huh.
joint still rocks. Every white band rocks anyway. But like yeah, but yeah, stuff like that. And like for example, like I said, I won. So like he wanted to school me, like, yeah, can I play something that just to test your knowledge. And I was waiting for something difficult, but and I felt bad because like I said, once he played it, I knew what it was, and I didn't get time to let the other people hear it. So it was the song, it was by the Tramps. It was the Rubber Band, and that's the name of the song, and it's a sample. When you first hear it, I could have said it was two people that sampled mostly. One of them, if you're an underground head, if you're a Dilla head, Jay Dilla fan, it was off the Donuts. Doom 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 doom. And then that's how it started off. And then later on, then you hear the hook, and the beat changes, and it's Hate It or Love It by Game and 50. Doom, 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 doom. So I just went up and say, oh yeah, that's Game and 50. And I didn't get time to like really I felt bad. Everybody was some of the people that saw me later on that day or the day after, they're like, yeah, what was that sample that you just like like, oh yeah, that was a 50 Cent Game.
Did he play any James Brown samples?
No.
And that's where you fucked up.
Nope. He did not. He did not play.
Where you fucked up. Come on. You gotta play at least one. He's arguably the godfather of this shit.
Yeah, for real. He did not
Why
play.
wouldn't you play? Why did he play any Michael Jackson? Jackson 5?
Yeah, I mean, well, I Want You Back.
OPP, how can I explain it? I take a frame of frame it. And a bunch of other songs.
Crisscross, Jump, and Ace to the Izzo.
A bunch of other songs.
So yeah, that was part of that 10 questions. Sure.
You know what I mean? My man couldn't pull a Mad Lib Doom joint.
Yeah, he said. I remember he said like towards the end. He said, "Man, I should have did some MF Doom samples." I said, "Yeah, you should have." Like my mom.
You should have did some Doom, some Dilla.
Yeah.
Mad Lib samples, some Primo joints he done sampled.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, Pete Rock. Well, there you go with the James Brown.
Did he do today? Did he do today? Or when Troy? sample? I think he did. Did he? I can't recall now. I don't think he did. Yeah.
That's what's up, man. That's cool. What did you win?
Well, the grand prize was, since it was BlerdCon, with the comics and everything, and so that book, that hip hop book by Marvel that pays homage to certain classic covers, and then that had the Marvel characters included. Well, I already got that book, folks.
That's why I'm laughing, y'all. If y'all wondering why I'm laughing, I'm not being an a-hole. I'm laughing because he already got it. I knew he already had it. That joint came out like 3 years ago.
Yeah. So what I did was I gave it to the guy that won second place. Shout out to Anthony from North Carolina. He was second place, so I gave it to him after the show was. I didn't give it to him when people were still there. I gave it to him afterwards.
That's what's up. I got other samples in my head right now.
Yeah,
he could have played the Uchiwali sample. I have that. Uchiwali. Oh man, he could have played any sample off of Illmatic.
Yeah, but I think
front name in animal life.
Yeah, but I think I don't know. I mean, like I said, and also too, well, I understand my age. I'm 40. I'm an early '80s baby, so it's like we are early '80s babies. So I didn't to me feel like I was the old head out the. I don't know. I think the host too. He probably like our age. But everybody else like that participated. Actually, no, I'm sorry. It was a female. I forgot her name. She was cool. She's our age, or like probably a year or two older. But everybody else was like they was in their 20s, their mid to late 20s, early 30s maybe. Like to Anthony, I think, yeah, he probably, I want to say he was in his late 20s or early 30s, but I gave him the book because I forgive him because he didn't know the Wu-Tang Cream sample, which it was like
he was Spice Adams. Casual everything.
He knew it was a Wu song, but he just couldn't think of the name of the title. So that was just like, bruh.
I grew up on the crime side in New York.
But he was cool. I mean, I forgive him. I definitely get it. I told him that. So yeah, since you didn't know the Wu-Tang sample, here you go, bro.
He could have did the and I have that sample and I forgot the name of the artist. The Dr. Dre joint. Bing, boom, 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 boom.
He played the next episode.
He did it?
Yeah. Yeah.
Who did that? I forgot his name. I promise you, I got the CD in the crib.
Galt McDermott. Yeah, I think that's his name.
It rings a bell. Yeah.
Yeah, because his music also was sampled by Buster. Wu-Ha, Got You On Check. Yeah, I think that's him. Yeah. So
did he play any what's the dude? White guy. Is his name Bob James?
Yeah. Yeah.
Did he play? He played some Bob James.
No, he ain't play no. He didn't play that. He didn't play Take Me to the Mardi Gras. That's like the ultimate. That's Misty and everybody. Everybody. Run DMC. Crack. I can go on. Yes, a lot of people that sample Take Me to the Mardi Gras. Nope, he didn't play that. But yeah, man, BlerdCon, man. I mean, it was still fun. I mean, good time. You know what I'm saying?
What cosplay did you see?
A lot of dope stuff. I saw Randy Jackson, Randy Watson.
Sexual Chocolate was in the building.
Yes, he was in the building. Shout out to the homie that was Stink Minder from Boondocks. He did that.
Yeah, that steak meter was crazy. Chitara was dope.
Mm-hmm. Moon Knight.
What you showed me.
I saw it was a shorty. It was sorry, not well, female. She cosplayed as
Woman.
Lil' Kim.
Because they don't like female neither.
Yeah, that is
Woman.
crazy. Yeah. I know. It's like you can't. It's like, bro. Like, okay. I know. I was like, yeah. I had to ask some. I had to ask it.
Me and Trey had that conversation, and she kind of broke.
Yeah, I had to ask him like, what's wrong with female? Like, yeah, and like they told me, and I was like, okay. And it's still, I mean, I try to respect it, but it's like, yeah, well, what else can we? Okay. But it was this young lady, and she cosplayed. I know. So she had a bunch. She was cosplaying all weekend. She was Sailor Moon. She was
she switched up each day.
Yeah, she did. Actually, each night, I want to say the night too, she switched it up. But yeah, she did, because she was Sailor Moon, and then the first day, and then that night she was Spider Woman. She was fine as I don't know what. Actually, I found her. Her name is Cosplay and Twerk. Cosplay X Twerk. That's her handle. And I want to say she's from here, Baltimore. She's from the area. But she was fine as on the way, but her cosplay was on point. Like I said, she was Sailor Moon the first day, Spider Woman, and then God, who she was Saturday, but that Saturday night she was Lil' Kim at the 1999 VMAs with the purple and the
no.
Yeah, and I got the picture. So she did. Her cosplay was on point, like for real, throughout the whole. But she has nice looking. So yeah, it was
Now there was something that you told me about, and I was like, "And there's no footage. How dare you?"
Oh. Well, shoot. Well, I tried to go to the burlesque show, but the thing was, it was all the way up in the main. Like the hotel had like 14, 15 floors. So once we got up there, the security guard was like, "Sold out, it's closed." I was like, "Damn, man, nobody can't get in." So we had to fight our way, because like at the High Regency, like the first 2 floors you can go on the escalator, but everything else you gotta go up the elevator. So we had to go up all the elevators. As soon as we got there, it was me and like, I want to say like 8 to 9 more folks in the elevator. Got there, the security guard stopped us. As soon as we got there, sold out. I'm like, dang, son. We filled it's filled up, the spot. So hopefully I can get a chance, God willing, next year to check it out. But the parties, it was cool. Like I said,
that wasn't what I was referring to.
I'm sorry. What's you referring to?
It begins with a T, and you told me that it happened there.
Oh yeah. The twerk. Oh,
says something about a twerk.
Yeah, I mean, well, that was happening most of the parties, like especially the parties on Saturday night. They even had a little panel called Anime and Twerk. And shout out to friend David Eiffel. So he was with me. He came through Saturday. He dressed up as one of the. He's dressed up as one of the Squid Game players with the mask and all that. He had that. So like then we saw the anime and twerk. So pretty much there was nothing anime. It was just mostly twerking. But it was like I didn't stay because. But he was like they were pretty much like teaching folks like how to twerk. You say if you want to twerk.
Oh, really? Yeah. It was a twerk tutorial.
Yeah. And see
how girls. So first thing you do is you bend over. Now you move your legs, but as you move your legs,
right.
What's gonna go with it? Then you want to find a way to move your legs still, but your booty's gonna go.
Yeah.
Make sure your knees are a little loose. Don't lock up on the knees now. Okay.
Yeah, so pretty much, once that person was like, yeah, this is for people that's, want to learn how to twerk, and if you, so they were like, yeah, they let people know, like, yeah, this is we're teaching you how to twerk, so everybody's gonna get a chance to twerk. If you don't want to do it, leave. I left. They're like, yeah, my skinny ass. So I was like, for real, my skinny. I ain't got no. Like, oh man, I was just watching, but nah. But yeah, you gotta come next year. Yeah, it still sucked that even though we still in a pandemic, and it was cool how they did the mass, the weekend, the full weekend pass. Because I remember when I went 2019, we had the badges, but since pandemic, they gave us a mask, and that was our weekend pass, and we either had to wear it or have it on us, throughout the whole thing. I wore it. Yeah, I was double masked up anyway, so like I didn't take my mask off. I'm sorry. Even when people was like talking, wanted to like have conversations, there was a lot of folks that didn't have masks on. I was like, okay, even though they said that they masks is required inside, but still, it was just Also, the cool part too about BlerdCon, man, got a chance. I saw some cosplayers that I follow on Instagram. Also, shout out to Blerd.com. They was there. It was one of the vendors. I had on one of the first day. I had on their old shirt, the Huey Freeman tee that had Blerd. And they saw that, and they were like, yeah, that's one of my old shirts. What's up? And all that. And, shout out to Marcus Williams and Greg Burnham. They was there, of course. Marcus Williams, the illustrator. I got a book that they was a part of. It's this book of all these like noir crime stories, but it's like different genres other than mystery. It's like they got some sci-fi, they got some social commentary with it, things like that. And I bought that book. Who else was there, man? Shout out to Substantial. Rap Substantial. Well, he's always there anyway too. He got his own vendor table, and also too, I don't think he performed. So he did perform when I was there the first time in 2019. But he was there. And I know he had a book out last year, and he had a panel for it last year. Also, shout out to Words, Beast, and Life. They was there too, the organization. Yeah. Actually, I got a shirt from one of the members. Well, yeah, members up there, and he's an illustrator too. I got that, and he was it's dope. It's a Star Wars related like hip hop like fusion tee, and like he had the designs for it. You can buy the designs too. So he had what's it called? What's those yeah, I can't sorry Star Wars heads. So they associated the RAD2. That's let me talk about that one. He had the RAD2. So he had he put a spray can on the top of the head, and like he's also a spray can. But we call those ones that's part of the Darth Vader. Those little machines, a little like walking machine, like a little like mechanical dinosaur like site, and they shoot. They are white. Crap. Forgive me, Star Wars. You know what I'm talking about? They was there on the originals. They walk and they shoot. They look like like mechanical dinosaurs, all white shooting. But anyway, yeah. So what he did was
he had a picture of him. Okay.
But I forgot what he called them on the movies. But
gotcha.
So he did that. What he did was he added a boombox on top, like they was holding a boombox instead of a gun. but I got that T-shirt. So yeah, but yeah, man, you gotta come through. Yeah, so next year, so like I said, this year they had the homecoming thing. Next year they're gonna have a black. It's like they call it Black Fae, but it's Black Fairy. It's a Black Fairy movement that's it's been going on for like I want to say the past year or two, and you have the Black Fae movement that's happening, and that's mostly like it's a woman owned base black woman. Got her name too, but pretty much like a lot of cosplays where females are dressed up in black, like black fairies, like some mythical character, and that's like pretty much it's been a hot trend in cosplay for I want to say a year or two now. Probably no, it's been some years, but it actually started a movement called Black Fae, and so he decided that the theme is going to be called Fade to Black, FAE. And also it was a little controversy with that because he mentioned that he's going to be working with the woman that owns that's part of Black Fae, and he mentioned that at the closing ceremony. It's like a little controversy because first he was like, her name Jessica, I'm sorry, and it's a little controversial saying that that they like it was no communication about it, but I don't. Yeah, he kind of cleared the air and made a mistake about it afterwards. But he said he still wants to collaborate with, Black Fae. So yeah, but hopefully they resolve it and hopefully they can collaborate because I mean it's a dope thing. I mean I can like I said it was a few cosplayers that was doing it this year with that. So I mean, see what happens. I mean, wouldn't hurt something. Like I said, it's a new movement that's happening with cosplayers on that type of thing. But yeah, BlerdCon gotta come through. Good stuff.
All right. So that's what's up about BlerdCon. Shout out to everybody that went. Shout out to everybody that put it together. And I'll see if I can make it next year. Last minute, but I'm gonna be in the building for BlerdCon. For Otakon on Saturday. Just got the tickets. Trey and I was like, why not? You could pay it for a day, Let's go ahead and check it out. We miss it. Why not?
So who's up? So I got a question about another con. What's up with Baltimore Comic Con?
That's a question mark for me because that's right after my anniversary and a few weeks before my birthday. It's actually it's like the weekend. Baltimore Comic Con is the weekend before Halloween.
Okay, that's what's up. I'll go. I'm gonna see if Tyrone like last time wanna come.
Shout out to Tyrone. Yeah. I don't know. It's kind of questionable, but I don't know, man. I know the ticket's gonna be cheap because every year for the past few years the tickets be on Groupon for real. So I don't know. It's a legit question mark. So that's why I am kind of excited to go to not kind of I am excited to go to BlerdCon. I mean Otakon. You've been talking about BlerdCon for a minute, so I got it in my mind. So yeah, Otakon.
You gotta
go. Because Otakon is going to be in DC at their convention center. Walter E. Washington, I think is the name. So, but yeah.
And when is Annapolis?
Annapolis has a Comic-Con?
Yeah, just realized. Yeah.
I've never heard of Annapolis Comic Con. I know Awesome Con is the DC one, so I don't know what Annapolis is.
Same thing, they got a film festival too. My father was telling me about. Actually, no, I knew that before my father told me. But they got Annapolis film festival. So I'm like,
oh wow.
yeah.
Shout out
But
Dr.
yeah.
G.
Yeah.
So quick little break from the con talk. Talk about a movie that came out this past weekend.
That I've been saying earlier. Every time we say something, yep. But
So so I saw Nope. Saw Nope on Friday. You know what I'm saying? And man, was excited for it, man. They've been promoting this thing practically all year. You know what I'm saying? Caught wind of the early reviews, heard great things about it. I said, Pat, awesome. Because I wasn't big on Us.
Nope.
Thoroughly enjoyed Get Out.
Yep.
Don't know if I would deal with a white chick.
Nope.
I'm only doing that because he's doing.
I know. If we did record my phone, I would have like played the music on my phone. The choices to
So yeah, man. I was excited. I was all in. I wasn't big on Us like that. So I'm like, oh man, this was, this one going to actually surpass Us, you know what I mean? Might be up there with Get Out. We'll see, Nope was a nope for me. And I'm gonna tell you why. Even though a lot of people give us his props and said, "Oh, it's great. He's a great actor. I mean, he's a great director. He thought of this and thought of that. He put this in there and put that in there." Yeah, it's cool. But what's the point of putting all this symbolism and all these things that's supposed to make sense to kind of time with the story if they don't make sense? If it don't make sense with the story like that. So, nope. It's about it's two siblings, OJ and Emerald, played by Daniel Kaluuya and Keke Palmer, respectively. Their father just passed away from some very weird events that happened on their horse ranch. And OJ was wondering what it was all about. His family got the horse ranch, and they got the business with the Sullivan wedding, some very peculiar stuff, and he realized what it was, and he was trying to put it to action. As far as like he saw how it was like really affecting the land and the people that kind of lived on the land, and the things that lived on the land, and they figured he put his sister onto it, and they tried to try to do what they can to kind of like I guess expose it and kind of put it out there in a sense. And weirdness ensues from there. There were a lot of I think I jumped like once, but I know some people jumped for the most part. There were some moments that were, humorous. But the way they kind of went about things, to me, I'm not going to say it was over my head because certain things like I did pick up on and saw, but it didn't make sense to me in the midst of what was going on within the story. Like the one thing that makes sense, well, I kind of can't say a lot because I don't want to spoil it. But matter of fact, no, that movie wasn't all that to me. Fuck it, I'll spoil it. So, it was just a thing where it was like one thing that they would show a good portion through the film is like this old film, which happened to be, I guess, the original movie or something like that, which is like a black man on a horse, right? And the thing is, that's significant kind of because that was OJ and Emerald's great grandfather. And then you had so yeah, that was cool with me, but they didn't. Well, no, they did explain that. They did. Emerald does explain that. There was a situation where the side I guess it was like the side subplot, excuse me, dealt with Stephen Young's character named Jupe. His character was like an old child actor or whatever, and he has like this like carnival thing or whatever, not that far from the ranch that OJ and Emerald is at. And to make some money because that ranch was failing, OJ was selling his horses to him, and he was trying to see if he could buy them back, but Jupe was like real, you know what I'm saying, about it. He was real reluctant about it. And it was a thing where he has this memorabilia of the show that he worked on, but there's a memory there, a very horrible memory involved with that deals with a monkey. And his character was like the lone survivor of that animal attack, and it was just like, okay. And they would bring it up every now and then, or bring up that scene, and people, because I had watched some videos to kind of dealt with this movie, and people were saying that was significant because it kind of ties in with what he was doing with what Jupe was doing when he got older later on with the alien. They were trying to say the thing of like, you know, working with animals in Hollywood sometimes can be you know, tricky or whatever. And, you know, you might do one thing and that particular animal might trigger that animal and the animal go off. They were saying that the alien was kind of like the same thing. And like for example, because this thing was a legit living and breathing thing, like you couldn't look it in the eyes. And but if you looked at it in the eyes, it will come for you. You know what I'm saying? They were trying to say something. What was another theory I've read? They were saying like this movie was trying to show people how because I know one dealt with the Bible verse, and I can't think of the Bible verse.
Yeah.
But okay. And so but that I kind of understood that one. Then they had one where it was like the movie kind of deals with what happens in the movie kind of deals with how we're all into like a spectacle. Like we want to see, like we hear about it, we want to see what it is or whatever. And then sometimes we're desensitized to spectacles like, oh, that's happening again. Oh, all right. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that, okay. I get that. The thing is, you can have all these theories and all these different things that will help make the movie make sense, but I don't want to have to continue to watch multiple videos about what a movie was about. I shouldn't have to do that with a lot of films. I don't mind doing it if it's just one video and it was like maybe one thing that was a head scratcher, but with an entire film, nah, yo, nah, you missed the mark. And it's not like, and I'm going to say this. The main reason why you're going to sit there and watch that movie is because of Keke Palmer. She was the best thing in that damn movie. You know what I'm saying? So salute to her. And yes, I agree. You are incomparable or incomparable, I guess it is, to Zendaya. Zendaya is dope. But y'all, no. Keke been in the game longer. And you know what I'm saying?
She's been hustling. Like she like, you remember like now
she said she got over 100 credits to her name.
Yeah, and also too, but still she's been doing like hosting shows and you know, you see in commercials. She's been doing
she does a voice on the new Proud Family series.
But I'm talking about like this year she's been doing it with that Lightyear.
Wasn't that good neither. Don't even waste your time to watch that neither.
And she was in this indie film that I saw in Sundance called Alice. She did a great job. The film could have been better. It was her with Common, and she played this girl that was like, it started off looking like, you know, you thought you was watching a slavery film. And then all of a sudden, once she escaped, then she realized that it's the 1970s. And then you trying to figure out like, damn, what happened? Like, and Common like rescue her and all that stuff and try to help her, try to get her used to like the modern times and things. And then like, but still, it was like, it could have been a lot more better. I mean, it had an interesting premise. It was kind of like that, I don't know if you saw it, that Janelle Monáe film, Antebellum.
Oh, I wanted to see that.
Yeah, it kind of had like that sort of premise, but it was like, it could have been better. To me, it could have like the end. Yeah, it was like she got her revenge, but it was like still, it was like you could have added more. Like I wanted her to like, it was real quick too. It wasn't that long of a film too, but she's been doing it for a minute, like the commercials, and like I said, she had like, you know, she was in like small like TV appearance, like, you know, America, Screen Queens, and what was that? Scream, the MTV one. She was in that, and then she was in a couple other stuff. But she's now.
A couple of years ago, she was in that joint with Jennifer Lopez. It's called Hustlers.
Yeah, Hustlers. Yeah, Hustlers. Yeah. So but now she's finally getting, you know. I'll definitely say, you know, thanks to Nope, it's definitely gonna get her some more buzz, and like hopefully, and I'm hoping for that, you know, that her and Angela Bassett become a mother and daughter, like try to do.
That'd be
even though they appeared together on her first film, Akilah and the Bee, but that was years ago. Now she's all grown. She's almost 30. That's crazy. Yeah, it's crazy. But with mine seeing them two do another film together as mother and daughter. So but I was gonna ask you, since you read all that, did that change your perspective on Nope? But Nope, you Said it right there.
No, because all right. So there are joints that I've watched where I paid attention to the hidden message, and it didn't take that long for me to catch it. You know what I mean? Like, for example, I'm gonna give you a really good example. I remember a few years ago when the Lego movie came out, classic. I don't care what nobody say. Lego movie is awesome. And I had asked buddy of mine, who was the youth pastor at my church at the time, Dan, whatever. He was like, really good movie. He was like, and I really liked the message in it. I said, okay. He didn't tell me the message. He just said that there's a message in it. He liked the message. And I said, all right. So it opened up my mind that there's more to what this was about. And when I saw the Lego movie, again, I loved it. And the message that I came across with it was it dealt with bullying. And what I mean by that is, the majority of the movies is pretty much the main kid playing with Legos. And when you're a kid and you used to play with your toys, you always came up with your own little scenarios with stuff, right? So when he's starting off with the scenario, he has this one that's supposed to be like him. The main character is supposed to be him. And he's a construction worker. He's working with all these other construction workers. All his co-workers is saying all these things about him. That's because in real life, kids are really talking about him. The song, Everything is Awesome, is a defense mechanism because people are picking on him, bullying him, all this other stuff. So for him to just, people ask him what's going on, what's wrong, he's like, everything's awesome, everything's fine. And then later on, because you see how the villain in the Lego movie looks when the father comes down the stairs, played by Will Ferrell, looks just like him. And he's trying to understand why his son is playing with him. They're breaking it down, and it's like, because you're not spending time with him.
Right.
And that's the way to spend time with him. So I thought that was dope. This next thing I want to bring up is not only a movie, but it's also multiple films, TV shows, animated series, comics, Batman. A lot of people just think Batman, oh, crazy guy with a cape and a cowl on going against all these crazy villains. It deals with mental health. This man saw both of his parents shot and killed when he's 8, 9 years old. And then to kind of deal with that whole mess, him growing up, he had to fight his fears. And then you get to somebody like one of the main villains who had a, history of, being in the streets, running wild, and somehow he came across Pool of Chemicals. Felon said Pool of Chemicals. Now he's the Joker. He gets crazy. He gets into an asylum. He meets a psychiatrist. The chick, she's a female. What happens? Harley Quinn. Do I need to bring up Harvey Dent?
No. We got you.
You know what I'm saying? Killer Croc. You got a man that lives in, then you got another guy that lives in a sewer. You don't know his real name. The name he gives you is an old poem or tale. Solomon Grundy, born on a Monday. You know what I'm saying? So you got all these different villains that kind of was affected with something that made them click and kind of go off a bit. You know what I mean? Enigma, the Riddler. You know what I mean? So yeah, it's but everybody, and I'm not saying every film has a meaning, has a hidden meaning. A lot of stuff is cut and dry. You know what I'm saying? But certain things, yeah, it's, you know, you pick up on things. Another good one, and we'll go right into the next topic is Sorry to Bother You. We picked up on some of them joints during the movie, and even after the movie, I think you brought up some stuff. You know what I'm saying? We both picked up on the Killing Them with Kindness. Even just having that voice.
Quote, white calling. Yeah.
You know my favorite scene.
Code switch, yeah.
And you know my favorite scene. Nigga shit, 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 nigga shit. Like, that's rap music now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? How it's affecting people. So yeah, with no all the other people loved it. It kind of broke down certain things for it and all that. And that's cool. Shout out to all those people that made videos about it, breaking it down. Bro, you got one more movie to come out with. And if that one ain't hitting either, I'm gonna just wait till your shit come out on Netflix or something, bro. I'm trying to support. I did support. Thank God I saw it at Beltway. Only paid $8. You know what I'm saying? But yeah. And it also kind of, I think I seen some of this movie, but it does remind you, if you think that it reminds you of Signs, it might remind you of Signs. You know what I mean? If you scratch out all the little meanings and shit that I kind of brought up earlier, it's kind of the black version of Signs. So I'll say this, hey man, see it at your own risk. You know what I mean? Right. So now that that's out of the way, we can get back into the talk about the cons. This past weekend was the big one. San Diego Comic-Con went down, and man, you saw some stuff, bro. Saw some few, saw a few trailers. Didn't watch a lot of panels yet. I still got a couple more panels that I want to watch. But oh, I'm sorry. There was something that you wanted to say about. No, wasn't it? Or did you already say it? You was telling me earlier that it was something you wanted to talk about. Oh no, sorry, wrong thing. Sorry, my bad. Sorry, wrong thing. It goes into what I'm introing. Sorry, I got the movies mixed up. Yeah. Comic-Con happened. Like I said, San Diego Comic-Con went down. What trailers did you check out there?
I just saw Black Adam, Shazam, Fury of the Gods.
Yeah. What do you think of those two?
I don't know. It's like it goes on to what I'm gonna talk about. We're gonna talk about next about Marvel. Marvel was like hit of the game. They like 10 steps ahead. They already talking about
he already at 6, y'all.
5 and 6.
They already got 5 out of the way, but now they talking about 6.
You know
what I mean?
Everybody's like. Meanwhile, DC was like, yeah, we have Black Adam. The Rock showed up, and then the Shazam. But after that, what else? I heard that it's a rumor that Henry Cavill was going to come by and said he's going to be back as Superman. Nope. So it was hella disappointing on DC, and they still don't know what the hell they doing. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, and also too with the controversy with the Aquaman and Flash, with the Amber Heard, and then Ezra Miller, and you know they're not going to recast. I don't think they're not going to recast.
They're not going to recast Ezra. They're not going to recast the Flash.
No, they from all his troubles they was talking about, but no, they're not going to recast or reshoot because money is not. Yeah, I don't think they had the. They're going to keep it as it is, but I think they're going to lose money. Then this discussion, still the debates if they're going to put it just on HBO Max because they fear if they put it in theaters they're going to lose money.
And this is what, Flash?
Mm-hmm.
Or Aquaman? Or Flash?
Yeah, Flash. Yeah. As for the Aquaman, there was reports. There's still a petition going on saying that they want Amber Heard.
I thought she was off. I thought it was official.
Yeah, but I heard that like they cut her scenes down to like maybe 2 or something like that. They said, I don't know, something like that. I heard that too, but it's crazy. And what's crazy is they was the 2 films that like they was hoping, that's like because Aquaman did well, even though it wasn't, it had like a mixed reception from fans and critics, but still it made a lot of money. So, and The Flash was like one of the highly anticipated films because they brought in Michael Keaton and then Ben Affleck as Batman's. So, but Ezra Miller just, oh my goodness, I don't know what's wrong with that dude.
Yeah, he needs to get his life together. You fucking up the bags. You fucking up 2 bags, sir.
Yeah, for real. You
2 big ones.
Yeah, for real.
You know what I'm saying?
It's like a bucket.
Boy, you motherfucker.
No, you messed up the whole vault.
Y'all for real. Dummies. Y'all are fucking dummies.
Yeah.
But the stuff y'all be doing, man, Hollywood, y'all. Oof. If I had the chance to be in a big budget film, be a star in it or co-star in it, all that dumb mess is going up the window. I'm in the crib running my lines. You know what I'm saying?
Committed. Stay committed.
I mean, but real quick, those 2 trailers, I was glad to see those 2. I was glad to see those 2. I'll say with Shazam: Fury of the Gods, I thoroughly enjoyed the first one. I had no idea. I walked into that joint with no expectations and just being like, whoa, this is good. I thoroughly enjoyed it. Black Adam, I guess when it comes to DC films, I think I just already kind of walk in with this attitude of like, all right, let's see what we're working with. You got me out the house. Let's go.
Yeah.
So and we give nothing but Rock praise. Most people, right? The thing is, we ain't gonna act like Rock ain't got no duds in his resume. We not gonna act like that now.
Cause it'd be crazy.
Who saw Rampage?
Yeah, for real. It'd be crazy how how heavy he promotes and then I remember when Baywatch came out and then he was upset because it did poorly.
The fuck you did? Why are you upset? It was
yeah, like he was like, and he was trying to like act like oh, it was a good film. We put yeah, he just like didn't want to deny that it was like it was terrible.
Yo, that should have went straight to cable or whatever streaming service, bro. Like, yes, that wasn't worth seeing in theaters. Who was begging for a Baywatch movie in the first damn place?
But the way they did it too, like it was the tone. It was definitely different from the show. They made it into it was like kind of like an action comedy, but it also had like a lot of total humor, stuff like that. So it was like, again, they tried to do like that. But
yeah, if that's on like a streaming service and I ain't got nothing else to watch, I'll watch it, but it's not a go-to, like a main go-to to check out. You feel me?
So
but
this one, he's, this is Black Adam. He's really, he's been committed to this for years, and I know he's one of the producers. So like, yeah, so it's,
this might be a
you
good
hope
one.
you hope
I
it
mean,
don't be like a Green Lantern. No offense.
oh my gosh.
Or Ryan Reynolds. Or Ryan wrote this anyway. So
You hope it ain't Green Lantern. You hope it ain't the second Wonder Woman WW84.
yeah, that was
You know what
terrible.
I'm saying? Oh, but I got a feeling, I'm gonna check it out.
DC needed a hit.
I'm really there to support my man Aldous Hodge.
Yeah,
I've been watching him ever since Leverage. So to see him getting these big films, man, is dope. You know what I mean? And I still stand by what I said a while back about him and his other three co-stars being nominated.
One at Miami.
One night in Miami. I think that's pure bullshit that they did not get nominated. I don't give a fuck about who would be nominated for best, who will be nominated for best supporting. I don't care. All four gentlemen bodied that film. And they played historical figures in that film. Let that have been a movie with fucking with Frank Sinatra, what's my man name?
Sam Davis Jr.
No.
Dean Martin. What are you talking
Dean
about?
Martin. You do a movie with Frank, Dean, Jerry Lewis, and some other known white guy around that time. All of them getting nominated. Everybody getting nominated. You know what I'm saying? It's like, yo, come on, man. It's pure BS. Or if they did a movie that was based, no, that might actually be interesting. I was going to say, if they did a movie where it was just Red Auerbach and Larry Bird, probably get nominated. But then again, I would watch that. As a basketball fan, I would watch that.
And hopefully,
be on the lookout.
Add Bill Russell to the mix, but yeah, but still.
Be on the lookout for the movie with Ben Affleck and Matt Damon being the guys that created the first Jordan sneaker. I'm excited for that one. I want to see how that. Yeah, I'm excited for that one. You know what I'm saying? As a bit of a sneakerhead, so yeah, I'm looking forward to that one. Because that sneaker single-handedly saved Nike.
Pretty much. But I saw the trailer to John Wick 4.
That I'm ready.
Yeah,
I'm ready.
Hopefully, be better than the last one. But
I liked the last one. I liked it. It wasn't that bad to me. It just shows that he's getting old.
The action was dope, but the story was like okay. Yeah, but of course, got to check out Marvel.
Yeah. So y'all, I wrote things down. So for Phase 5, Ant-Man and Wasp: Quantumania in theaters, February 23. Main villain, Kang. Then next spring on Disney Plus, Secret Invasion. May in theaters. Guardians of the Galaxy 3. Also in the summer of 23, Echo. Also in the summer of 23, season 2 of Loki. As well as the Marvels. I think that's like late July of next year. couple of weeks before you get your turkey, you wanna that week when you go shopping for that turkey, after you done drop the turkey off at the crib, some other stuff, you got to go to the movies. You got to see Blade. That's what you got to do. Damn right. Because low key, if there was no Blade, no Wesley Blade, there'd be no MCU. And that's facts. And there's videos, and a bunch of people will tell you the same thing. Disney Plus fall to freebie. Next is in the winter, going into 24. Agatha got her own show, y'all. In May of 24. Sam Wilson, time to shine, brother. Spring of 24 and Disney Plus, The Return. Matt Murdock. The
18 episodes. 18 episodes it's going to be.
Big season.
That's like, yeah, that's more than what other previous Disney Plus shows with the 6. So we're going to 18.
18 of them things.
Yeah.
In July of 2024, Thunderbolts will be on Disney Plus, so that's also coming back. And then he just fast forward to phase 6 and hit you upside the head with bam, Fantastic Four, November 24. And then we getting 2 Avenger films in the same year, y'all. We ain't waiting one yet for the no, we're not doing that there. I'm gonna hit you with that Kang Dynasty, right? And after that Kang Dynasty, you got that Secret Wars coming. Now let's talk about that Hall H Marvel panel.
Yeah, so yeah, the Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. They did drop a sneak peek for the people that attended, but
yeah, that was the one thing that sucked. Like all the people that was there, they got all the goodies.
Yeah, but I got a feeling they probably they gonna release the that
like Disney
probably,
20 when they do D23 or something like that.
Yeah, or they probably gonna release it later on in a couple of months.
Probably. And then I know some stuff. As the week has been going on, they've been releasing trailers on IMDb. Different ones that have been on at Comic-Con. Showing up on IMDb.
Yeah, so then you had them. You had the Ant-Man, Quantumanium. So like you had that. They didn't drop
that one. That one should be a good one because you got a great villain in Kang. Because that second one was straight bullshit. One of the worst Marvel films.
And they said it's going to be the darkest of this out of the 3. So yeah, but they ain't dropped like no sneak peek for that. They do got a poster, a little teaser poster, and it has how King looks, and it kind of look like how what you saw on the when they made the announcement about Jonathan Majors being King. So you know the fan made ones that you saw is pretty much similar to that look. And then we had She-Hulk, and they dropped a new trailer.
Yeah, I need to watch the trailer for that.
Yeah, it's a little they improve on the CGI and also to look a little decent. At first, I was like, "This looks stupid," but the second trailer kind of they boost. It could work. I'll probably check it out. And then finally, Wakanda Forever, Black Panther, Wakanda Forever, and that was just just feel of course it was gonna be an emotional, somber moment, but it's like you can tell from like most of the cast they just
it was emotional at the Guardians joint too.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, because that's gonna be the last one. But but yeah, but in for Black Panther though, you can tell like you can feel the void of Chadwick definitely. And it's been 5 years since when they was there at Comic-Con and they dropped the teaser for the first one. So yeah, so it's so they started to drop the teaser for the new one, and definitely chills. Shout out to Thames, hot Nigerian singer.
Tim, you're amazing. I love your voice. You bodied that.
Yeah, No Woman No Cry.
You murdered it. Forgot all about Wyclef's version.
Shout out to Wyclef. Shout out to Wyclef. 20 years since, not 20 years, 25 years since the Carnival album.
The Carnival.
Yeah.
Salute Wyclef. Yeah. But your singing is trash, though. I just want to let you know that.
I'm sorry, not 25 years. Yeah, it's 25 years.
Yeah, it's 25. It came out 97.
Yeah, you're right. My fault. I'm just like, damn. Okay.
But yeah, your singing is trash, though, Wyclef.
Yeah. So yeah, but of course the lovely build up and smash up of Kendrick's All Right, when everything's gonna be all right. Then at Kendrick, that was dope. But the trailer, man, yeah, it was a dope, very emotional. Start off somber and then start building up. You feel the anticipation, and it's gonna be a lot from the action and the drama. And then also the other, dope surprises that's gonna be happening. So yeah, great teaser.
Yeah, it is one thing that I want to say about that when I saw that joint. First off, because when you watch the trailer, you see that mural of Chadwick that looks amazing. I was excited when I saw Riri. I was surprised when I saw, I might mess up your name, I'm sorry, Michaela Cole?
Yeah, you got it. Michaela.
Yeah. Michaela Cole. Let me tell you, I used to watch her show Chewing Gum on Netflix. Thought she was a fool. Like, I enjoyed it. Me and Trey loved it. And but I meant to watch some of the other stuff that she did after that.
Yeah,
like, I
made this
film that was like a musical, and like something else she did, something on HBO, I want to say. And yeah, so to see her like in this film is like, wow, and I want to say, this watching this trailer made me eat my words, because early in this year, because I heard so many different things about this film, and I'm like, yo, I don't think it's going to be that good, because I'm hearing one thing, I'm hearing another, so many rewrites, I'm hearing so many of these weird theories and things of that nature, and it was just like, I was just kind of like done with it, like, yo, for real, whatever. I'll see it when it comes out. I'm just like, all right, fine. But, I saw that and I had chills. And it made me like, it made me realize like, yo, I think they probably figured it out. I think they figured it out and got it right. If I'm not going to say that this is going to be just as good as the first or whatever, but if this turns out to be like a legit banger, man, hats off to you, Ryan Coogler, and the rest of that cast. Because I mean, I'm pretty sure 2 years ago when they got that call, they were like, "What are we gonna do? How we, So, so yeah, I'm curious to see what they're gonna do. Yeah.
I got something to say. So pretty much, well, like you said, you went down there. So about the theories and stories, and then of course they say they're not going to recast T'Challa. And then on the premise for the film, and you can tell by the trailer that they said that T'Challa died. So of course now, well, it's been like that since they started filming this film. It's been people are pretty much against the whole them not recasting T'Challa. There's some leaks out that say that there's some leaks of the script saying that of what happened, and like I say, you hear the reports, the rumors about like some articles saying like it's going to be Shuri, or it's going to be M'Baku, or it's going to be Nakia, it's going to be Okoye, it's going to be someone else, it's going to be Killmonger, that's going to take up the mantle. Hell, they even report saying that it's going to be Queen Mother. So and like I said, these people that still they still bickering over recast T'Challa, and then also too E-Man, Emmanuel, I forgot his last name. He's a film critic and blogger and things of that nature.
I thought you said He-Man. I'm like, wait.
No, E-Man.
When did
E-Man.
He-Man come to Wakanda? When did that mashup happen?
So yeah, so he been doing the recast T'Challa petition for a minute since last year, pretty much. I understand people's frustrations. Yes, at first when Chadwick passed, I didn't want them to recast. And this so happened so sudden. And then as months went on, and then when it was news playing that they was going to start filming, and then also too the news broke that Kevin Feige mentioned that the last year's it wasn't D23, it was it was like an expo or something like that. Yeah, it was forgot the name of that one, but he was talking about different things outside. That's when he previewed, Falcon and the Soldier, Loki, and all them. And he mentioned that, that they're not going to recast T'Challa. I respect it. But I just want to say, just pretty much, y'all, like you said it yourself, Dave. We got to trust Ryan Coogler, man. And also, too, Ryan Coogler, he and Kevin Feige, they hear everybody's frustrations. They know how important this is. This ain't no big money grab. They know how important it is for fans. So that they was hurt too when Chadwick passed. But if Chadwick was still alive,
you can tell. Sorry, I'm gonna cut you off, but you could tell when Feige's at Comic-Con, he's at Hall. You could tell he's genuinely excited.
Yeah,
and you could tell he has a very good knowledge of the Marvel universe. As far as the comics goes, because we're seeing characters outside of the common names becoming household names. I never heard of Guardians of the Galaxy until the movie came out. I never heard of the Eternals until the movie came out. I didn't know of Ultron until Avengers came out. Didn't know about quite a few because my knowledge from comics more so comes from the cartoons. And then when I was a little older and was able to, hit up certain bookstores or comic book stores, I'd buy some graphic novels and some comics and kind of familiarize myself with people. But yeah, man. And I also say this, another huge thing that kind of helps fuel rumors and theories and things of that nature is toys, believe it or not. The joy came out because the Lego set is out or about to come out for Wakanda Forever, and they're saying because of that set, it shows that Shuri is the Black Panther or whatever. You know what I mean? And I've heard that with multiple MCU films, the Lego set, or it's a Funko Pop, things of that nature. And yeah, I read the article today about the whole thing about, you know, having somebody else replace you know, be a replacement for Chadwick for T'Challa. They even saying that, you know, his family agreed with the whole recasting thing. Like they spoke with his brother, and his brother was like, yeah, uh you know, Derek Boseman was talking to TMZ. He was saying that knowing his brother Chadwick, he was like he would have wanted the character to be recasted because he knew that T'Challa is bigger than just one man.
But it's crazy though, because it's like, I mean, it's a hard decision on both sides.
It is. Yeah,
it was a tough decision because, like, even if they did recast, I mean, it's hard to please folks anyway. If say, like, yeah, you know, people are, you know what I'm saying? It's hard to please folks because it's, you know, even if they, you know, like you say, yeah, they're not recasting, yeah, you hear the uproar. And say if they did recast, and say if this person didn't do a great job as Chad, or people still like, oh, we still see Chadwick, or he didn't do it better than Chadwick. And also too, this is the first time that in the superhero film, you know, genre, that, you know, we had an actor sadly passed away during his time and commitment of playing iconic superhero.
Yeah.
I mean, people saying like, yeah, we had multiple Batmans, we had multiple Supermans, we had multiple
I was
Spider-Man.
just about to get into that. Somebody was like, God forbid, but if Tom Holland died today, they would not kill off Peter Parker. If Robert Pattinson died, they would not stop casting people to play Bruce Wayne.
You don't know that.
Was very proud of bringing
but it's like
T'Challa to life. Killing T'Challa does not honor Chadwick.
Yeah, you don't know that. Like, it's a tough, like I said, it's a tough call, man. You can't.
Yeah.
Like I said, like, you know, and how close knit they were, you know, the cast and crew was, you know, Ryan Coogler. You know what I'm saying? Come on, you gotta think about it. And also, they didn't know about Chadwick's illness. Like, Chadwick kept it a secret. And props to him, because, like, still, I thought one of them more than, like, that knew about it, but they didn't. Because, I mean, like I said, they was on a press tour together. They was in award shows, and especially in the award shows, his weight was, you know, getting slimmer, and it was like, I'm surprised nobody came up to him like, you know, you okay like that, or probably, you know, some, like I said, most of the people that worked with him, you know, in previous films, they thought, you know, he did it for a role, or he was just, you know, just stress, you know. Viola Davis said that she thought that he was like, you know, just going, going through like stress and like stuff like that. But like I said, you don't. Yeah, props. Like I said, this is another testament to Chadwick, like how strong he was, just, you know, battling it, keeping it private. You know what I'm saying, and still, like, you know, doing all these, you know, physical roles and things of that nature, and yeah, and then try to, you know, stay committed with it. But it's a hard decision. Like I said, like, they were just devastated from the sudden loss, and like they just for real can't picture like anyone else playing him. And then also too, actually, go ahead. What else you was about to say? Oh, okay. Because I'm gonna say it next thing too. If you are a Marvel fan and been following up on what's going on with Marvel, you know damn well what's going to happen in the next phases. I mean, it's already starting in phase 4. They're dealing with the multiverse. If you saw Loki, you know they was talking about variants. They talked about a little bit on Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness. I ain't gonna lie, I was a little disappointed. I mean, it's still cool, but I was a little disappointed because I thought it was gonna be some more like multiverse stuff, but it's cool for what it was. But for calling it the Multiverse of Madness, you thought like, oh, we'll get like lore stuff.
Really travel.
Yeah. But I mean, it was still cool for what it was. But
I liked it.
Yeah, I mean, to me, I thought it was still better than the first one.
Really?
Yeah,
they're both equal. Because I like the first one too. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I just thought it was more entertaining than the first one. And like
I said, the first one is like is an origin story.
Yeah,
so
origin story. Yeah,
trying to understand what the character is all about.
Like the villain was weak, and like I said, you had Wanda, and she was like, it felt like you was watching a horror film for her scenes. Here she comes, But back to what I was saying, they dealing with the multiverse, and like I said, people that's mad because like they're not recasting him for Wakanda Forever. Come on, y'all. I would not be surprised. I mean, they're gonna have a variant. That's how if they're not gonna recast him, it's gonna be a variant, a top T'Challa variant happening.
Yeah,
and it's gonna come around, and I would not be surprised. Yeah. I would not be surprised. It'd be cool if like he makes an appearance in the post credits, but I would not be surprised they find a way to add him into the story. It's gonna be a lot, but it's like still somehow add him like towards the end, I guess. I don't know, but we'll see. We don't know. Like I said, and that's another thing too. We don't know what's gonna pop off in this in Marvel films. Period. Like we don't know. We be hearing reports and all this stuff. Same thing with what happened in No Way Home. Yeah, we knew that there was reports that they was gonna bring Toby and Andrew Garfield back and all the old villains and all that. And even though they was denying
it, they tried their best to deny it and all that, but it's like this shit is already out, bro. Like, cut it out.
So you know what I'm saying. And, we hearing all these reports about who's going to be taking the mantle, and maybe they will do okie doke. They maybe, like I said, I think they're not going to recast someone as T'Challa. They're definitely going to do a variant, pretty much, more than likely. And like I said, Marvel's now dealing with the multiverse saga. They're going to have a variant of the T'Challa. So everybody just calm down. Let them have their tribute. Let them have their tribute for Chadwick on this Wakanda Forever. And you have, there was reports that, it's going to be more than one person taking over the mantle. Like, you might see Shuri doing it. You might see Nakia doing it. And that's cool. You know what I'm
saying? Okay. So I was watching, somebody did an Easter egg video thing about that trailer.
Mm-hmm.
I want to say so bad is Everything Awesome.
Yeah.
The way he was talking about the different Easter eggs, he was also kind of throwing in what he assumed was going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So he was saying when Shuri takes the man or whatever, does the ceremony, and she goes to the ancestral plane, she'll get Michael B. Jordan come up, Killmonger to come up. He talks to her. Yeah. And he was saying like, because she's going to be expecting T'Challa, but it's him. And I think he was saying like she might ask him to help her with her training.
Right.
Because she's more of a scientist than a combat person. And then he was saying also it might be a thing where, okay, somebody's going to reign Wakanda, be the ruler of Wakanda, like a M'Baku, I think he might have said, which I did read a while back, like M'Baku's going to be, And while he's the ruler, or maybe while he's the ruler, what's the name? I think sure it might be Black Panther or vice versa. You know what I mean? Something like that. Like there's one person that's sitting on the throne, while the other is legit the warrior. You know what I'm saying? Of that country.
Yeah.
So I think that's and I think that works. You know, even if they do it where Queen Ramonda runs it, and then you let Shuri become Black Panther, or you let Shuri run. I mean, excuse me, you let M'Baku or whoever run, and then Shuri is the Black Panther. But within that video I was watching, he did speculate like who it might be at that very end. Because he was like, oh, it could be Okoye because of
it's a
yada,
female,
yada,
yo.
yada.
It's a female. Regardless, it's a female. The body,
Yeah. And I think he was mentioning certain female characters in the joint. So he mentioned, Shuri, of course. He mentioned Okoye. I think Michaela Cole's character and somebody. And the other chick, that's Dora Milaje that was in Winter Soldier. Yeah, her. So yeah. All I'm gonna say is, man, I agree with just about everything that you said, because sometimes it is a thing of like when he died, I legit was like, you can't recast him.
And you know what's messed up? Like when he passed, like I was on social media, people was like, so what about Black Panther 2? And then they was quick on saying like, all right, well, since he died, let Michael B. Jordan be Black Panther and all that's like, damn, let them time to grieve.
That's what quite a few people was like saying, because certain people, like, I think before he died, niggas was saying like, yo, they're gonna find a way to bring back Killmonger or whatever, shit like that.
Yeah.
I was like,
but like you said, like, like I see that happening. Like, only way that Michael B. Jordan will come back is in the astral plane. I don't see him, even though in the comics, Namor did resurrect Killmonger. So it's like,
come
on.
Continue with your point. No, there's something that I forgot to add.
But like I said, like there's so many reports about like that, like Namor, like for real, like, and also too,
who's not the real villain?
I know. That's what I was gonna. I felt you. I know because I was gonna say that because that's another report that it was rumored.
Because it's a thing of they're basing this story off of Doom War.
And another one too.
And I just said it.
Yeah, I know, right? Forget it. I know,
right? because it's and people shouldn't even be upset, because I think a lot of people kind of knew. At the same time, Marvel does this shit. Marvel does this where it's like, oh, so-and-so versus so-and-so, what's really going to happen? In the midst of the whole thing, they got you talking about this thing when they got a whole villain on the side. But the thing is, because I think the guy said we may not see him just yet, or it's like it's as if he's like, how can I put it? As if Namor is like kind of like working with him or something like that,
Yeah, like that. Like that's how it was in the comics, right?
Yeah.
So yeah. So
I'm just curious.
Just curious about what?
To see like who plays Doom.
Yeah, that's a big. Yeah, and that's gonna be cool too.
And can we get a Doom song on the soundtrack? Look, you got your money from years ago, Marvel. Okay, they got your money from the Operation Doomsday album.
Yeah.
Come on.
So like, and also too, there's a scene in the teaser where you saw like some armed forces like hijack I think a Wakanda ship, whatever, and they was like hijacking it, and people said that's rumored to be part of Doom. So yeah, but yeah, like between that, but like I see Killmonger making it that do make sense. Like I don't see him like even though like I say in the comics, Namor did resurrect him and probably use him or we probably get a Killmonger variant. We don't know, y'all. But I will say this: they've been saying, like the cast been saying, even before the panel when they was interviewed, when people was asking them about, about Wakanda Forever, they were saying like, Ryan Coogler did a great job on. You see me? You hear me?
Yeah, I see you.
I was froze.
No, I think I.
Well, no, I was gonna say like, yeah, but the cast, they even before the panel, they was, when people asked them about Wakanda Forever, they said that it's a great tribute to Chadwick, and Ryan Coogler pretty much, make sure it's a great tribute. And like I said, and also too, if Okoye or Shuri, Shuri was Black Panther for a temporary time in the comics when T'Challa was injured. But like I said, if that happens in the film Wakanda Forever, if one of the women takes over the mantle, it's going to be a temporary thing, y'all. It's not long term. Relax. Yes, T'Challa's stories need to be heard and stuff like that, but y'all, it's going to be a variant of T'Challa coming. Like I said, it'll be dope. More than likely, he might make an appearance in the post credits, or if they find a way to add him into like the story towards the end, that's cool as well. And like I said, it's Marvel. It's always so much surprises and stuff like that we, we keep hearing the reports and rumors, but we, half of them may be true, half of them is not. We don't know unless the opening day, once you see it. And that's all I had to say. Just calm down, y'all, and trust Ryan Coogler. Like for Kevin Feige, they hear y'all. They know what's going on. They love Black Panther. They love Chadwick Boseman, so they're not gonna disappoint y'all. That's all I have to say.
Period.
But
real quick, since we're still on Comic-Con a little bit, for those that know me, know that I am a collector of Funko Pops. 11 years in the game. So I still got a couple of things waiting on me. Hot Topic, your website sucks ass. This is Silk. Y'all know her. She's part of the, one of the Spidey peoples. There's actually a young lady in the Tom Holland movies that plays Silk's alter ego.
Mm-hmm.
I can't think of her name right now, pardon me. And also Bambi. Love Bambi. Yeah. Brandon and Beav remembers Bambi being
Yeah.
So when I was a baby, my parents, well, my dad, really, rest in peace, he painted the room Bambi.
Yeah.
I had the whole forest, had Bambi there, Thumper, I think the skunk's name is Flower, I think, and I forgot the owl's name. And even back in the day, when I was a little bit older, like 6 maybe, they had toys. I want to say they had toys at, was it McDonald's or something? But I had those toys too of Bambi. But yeah, I thought McDonald's. Thank you. And and so and actually Box Lunch has a exclusive of Thumper that I want to get my hands on. But I got maybe 2 more on the way. One is Gran Torino from My Hero Academia. He was Box Lunch. And forgot the other one. but I still got Starfire on my mind to get. There was some good ones of they did a Ninja Turtle Power Ranger mashup.
Yeah.
And
speaking of
kind of
BlerdCon,
cool.
yeah, I mean Ninja Turtle. I forgot. I played the new Turtles game in BlerdCon. They had it in one of the arcades. It was dope. It's just like it's reminiscent of the old arcade classic.
Yeah,
arcade.
yeah. That's why I want Shredder's Revenge. Yeah. And GameStop I think also has one of you'll love this. It's Batman Returns. The Penguin and the Big Duck joint.
Nice.
So yeah, I'm gonna see if I can get my hands on that one soon.
And they got the Wakanda. Well, no, the Wakanda Forever Funkos coming.
The Wakanda Forever pops are out. They added some new ones for the Thor joint.
Mm-hmm.
And I saw some other new. Oh, they got a new Tupac one. The Tupacalypse Now album cover.
Oh wow.
Yeah. They did another one of Tupac. The one is a posthumous, however you say it. The one where he's in all white.
Oh, I'm mad at you. Oh, okay. Like I think you're talking about the I'm mad at you video, but okay.
No. I forgot what this posthumous album was, but I think this was that one where at this point you were tired of the Tupac posthumous albums.
Mm-hmm.
Because there was like so many of them over the years. You're like, okay.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I got a couple more on the way. I'll probably do. I haven't done a post in forever, but I got some other ones back here. None of these are San Diego, but they're exclusives. I'll show them off real quick. This is an Entertainment Earth exclusive of J. Jonah Jameson. They actually did a newer one of J. Jonah from the MCU Spider-Man films. And that one he's holding a microphone. Okay. If you know, you know. I saw this and I had to grab this sucker. It's a famous gift. You know what I'm saying? So I had to grab that one. I'm gonna end it with a couple of legends. Miles Davis. We was talking about Chadwick earlier. Jackie Robinson.
Yeah, Robinson.
Last but not least, I'm kind of low key keeping it on some Disney type ish because Marvel's with Disney, so Chadwick, and because the lady that plays her was in the Star Wars joint, Whitney, and there's a Whitney coming out of her from her first album.
Gotcha.
Where the hair was like real slick back, like
the
one that has the album that has the greatest love of all. I think that's her debut album. So,
that's the South title. The South title album.
Yeah.
What's up?
Shit. They got one coming out. Ugh.
But yeah, man. That's it for episode 59.
Word. Shout out to everybody, man. Shout out to happy belated birthday shout outs. Got two of them for you. One, the homie friend of the pod, Morgan. Shout out to you. Shout out to your son Ben.
Morgan.
And
Tommy.
the other one, when she was here to join us, Tommy, y'all. Tommy had a birthday.
Yeah, happy birthday.
Big 4-0. Shout out to Big Tommy, you know what I'm saying? I actually I got something to tell you off off when we're done.
Yeah.
But yeah,
But, happy
and
today.
happy birthday on Penny.
Yeah.
Happy birthday on Penny. Salute to Sydney, who turns 18 in a couple months.
Wow.
What? As soon as I said that, I just felt the gray hairs just. Yeah, that's all I got. Oh, happy belated to Nikita.
Yep.
That's my lady's bestie, one of her besties. So shout out to her as well.
Birthday.
Yeah, y'all. Like my big cousin said, this is it for this joint. Follow us on all platforms. Everything's blurred on everything. And yeah, enjoy the rest of y'all week.
59, closing out the show. Breon. Yep. Kool-Aid Man said, "Oh yeah,
oh yeah."
I'll let y'all later.
Oh no! Oh yeah.
No, right. Peace out, y'all.